It is already a city any dollar no a debate no a gusua el koso na prepare wana edia yem edia hihye so no NPP Jennifer Queen wakasa Afrafranto movements Fíre Kranchewa ono so akasa NDC Kweku Boahen enso so akasa sanso na NPP's communication director Yera Richard Ahiagba enso akasa ebuja omunyina no ato fire afa city any dollar and send someone el koso no Magraheb na what's the story no ase aha AGA gossips make sure say obeche wa dwen for video ho na wi abomodem pa say obeche abonu abinsa etumi aka unsubscribe so a mesel say subscribe no abo adoma no so say be ya ye drop video bi a wonsa ebeka enti ukopiem ewo YouTube video a che say eja no dari kumo ni nyina ene say Fíre Kranchewa say yenya no na ono de onkeka na adwene
Enti ye Ghana no na yare a ye hia doctor fufuro nti no enti na ye campaigning for change aba no. So we shouldn't expect a buying fufuro na aba no all of a sudden na body swati we swati. Fine, it was a campaign message no mokeka, but say ye hwe no so logically enti na sebi ye ko school ni ehu the period of normal etumi mature ni normal no na ya de aka ho ni ya build up our fact based on knowledge ya akwa. It is a politicizing na kasa mabahum monte body so monte we so whilst planting for food and jobs eba ye no yeti sika ekoto body ebegu akogo so obi a waka so a onfoka obi owo eastern region onfoka no meto body e wo ministries. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Na sa sika no na nka ye betumi dia ye bibi fufuro. When ma the quantity ato forcing or performing so well sa no. Ato forcing is practical finance minister. NPP is a party most of them are lawyers. A book theory kwa. But as Ghana as an African country, any baby a ye tipe ya kodunu, ye here minister beyond should be practical. You say minister bia managing no like practical no man kwa. Atuforce was part of finance committee during MP in parliament. So he was able to identify loopholes. Our NPP budget no normal ye omuyemu. But NPP for no because they are not being practical. Omuni yet omutra no masan the Bible quotation aka ho
nti hefo no
specifically
why na NPP mo an onye practical.
I'm talking in general NPP paying for mu. So right now when Atuforce was able to identify the loopholes no and not all correct. It is NPP to me identify some loopholes na and no man fan question Russia Ukraine war AND koso even yare koso kra no den say covid o abena and so you to me the question covid and so covid no sika ba ya na ke ye di sustain you and so sa sika no ya nte hu bia it ye besre Ghana is healing. It's a process ye femu and ye nyina no a collective effort say ye be boa ye nipa na healing sansuo mame kofa eduro mame kofa akonya mame boa me na mentena se collective enti na hya se me ka se me sha that me start ka say omo find the fault with everything that the government is doing, you know. They are being partisan omo ye MPP for and na me ka ya me sesa want ma see ye no and okasa ya no efa kosi asama me ka ye no so say they are being partisan. It is how monetary way ya cost witness yesi kasem ni normal e gain strength within shortest time no. Nanka omu nim ye ye nanka ye se omu ye ya komu ye yo. En komu ye en komu ampacha o se na Mrs. Jennifer na okasa ye pedwedi fuacha o se onka omu ntwen. They didn't know the solution. No mu nim solution. Okasa komu nya botrem no mu betutu no ma na okasa wadaroma.
Not still the body jina na ye de nejina. So we spoke with them say omun krasa de niam na ekọ ni se de niam agu akwan na nko omun tete niam ye de estro e na ma me de anwa no example no ye de be pacho to okotimi akotimi well Because I'm for
omunya abotre.
Who quote me and I quote me.
Mate. Matthew Wassen.
Yeah. Do want me do one?
Oh, eti. If you and some had nation. Eti warning. Eti yakwa yenimu no. Yebesre. Let's give the government the benefit of the doubt. Now within this shortest time, no omuye no maye no. Yen try as Ghanaians with a collective effort no yen protecting no mun to mean sustain city no emaye because you say ani yehu say na nya Russia Ukraine war e tro because Russia Ukraine war no abena me no wo kase me se egusu a e koso enti wo de hye na enye ye enti city no omo ka che ye say ye gold na abena geologists epese che ye say e da asase ase ayese crocodile ye nidi akra no Ghana for ye ndi wieye enti na che sa sama ye papa nanado ka say ye tisika so e comedy no eye no correct but they couldn't they want to me manage no ma ye ama sika na ye teso na ayese crocodile no I reflect it e where you living
eti sister Fia Kranchewa ewieye e na Jennifer Queen say na wo dey ensem na o dey ka no onum say mete ha me e na nam no me ye ya ma eye hopes na do ye enkuwo pia me ato akwene no na mete ha ya nti dey ensem na o dey ka no hwe won nsem ne ye because city appreciate no enyam o eye yenwuma pa ye di gu akwan mu yenwuma pa wonyuma pa no nti abusia Jennifer Queen afire
eti God reserve na abanya na se yenwuma pa ye gu ho eno kire senka if we had one power senka Ghana for eto aba no de maaye ne ye ba ya kania ma omu hukura ko behunu de chesa omu tiri mu aye omu da afia mo bo omu abaso no what ate me nka say ebone so mbebo omu abaso but niam say ya di gu akwam doctor mamu ba omi na ko commission ye sa go board yewura sami ye nu aketo sami de fi ewo ho wo yi nkura ye di ya owo ho ba bi o di chief executive for say the one minimum position na title say MD say chief executive niam ye di gu akwam ne ama ye sika sam na abafo eno ni ade a me pese ye ka ho asem se mo ankasa mo pani a oda ye sika foto nyina no aba be ka se enuma pa aban dada ne ye wo hwe friend say we ye free amanonenom ni ade eba ye aban sesan ye foforo na omobo aban dada na paso say ya ade de niam agu akwam eti with time na economy no ebe stabilize enom ni ade but what you say ebe stabilize eni ade ye de niam agu akwam no senka omutimi ekasa aban we na ade we ba ko mienu miensa oye de aboy ama we na kofom but you see mo hu because omo that I we know omutimi nsaka man no modwem you know why omo bu omo abaso na Kweku ka say there was a middleman afia so ayire no na middleman na kura we obroni Kweku se yemfa mawo yeso enye se ya Kweku ti a o kasa no me be sad say for how long ometimi hold on to this na abna friends afia kasa mu ho ba bi no kasa bibia na ye share Russia Ukraine war in her first submission me kan ba be si we so omo ba power na any 2 months o eni ewura John Dramani mama ene omo kwa kasa say wo sere o ka say mtena ya nam kan wo sere say ko ma to kwan ko fom nye say say economy e be affect economy no e be ye say eno de afia pacho ready and when ready want me pacho me ba want
na mo manye bi ade na manye
me kire say want
say Mahama say
me kire say want say no nim say me ba o si bibia we are pushing it to Russia Ukraine war ena haye covid ni ade oba ese no office na mmoa okopa cho no baja nya na atia so matutuo o matubo mo ko enodi we but what you say ena me say yeah, the good governance of the past government that is reflecting unfortunately in a new governance
correct the loophole
if you remember it is the good work of the past government that is reflecting now in the new government which unfortunately becomes the opposition party mo wa ba mu sese but what dem entere na say it is a Russia Ukraine war na affect be bia nka mampani na oba ye no kon pacho se me sra mo fam akode anya de enwu fam
na to mo ko
ye de ya anya hwe ye da wo se ne te flower to ye so na de ensa gu ye bo na ni pe twa ehuchi abu that's what we did be boa e no ni ade ye na friend say ye say friend be bu na the problem we to ye maminyai what you say o ton kodro na oyi na America ba ku bu ho ena mpesa me kai na nka beka ompeni pana sam kranya de waye patoti ase enka oba kwa aware ase be men ye ne menye na akwa busu apani se ko enkola ne nti etu ka se ye ne menye no wo na mfoni amam Wo na mfo na no mo di ministers na mo aba mu no. O ma anya bibi eye. Na ko mo office mo ye chi ase no. Wa mo se na bibi aye. Wa mo bibi ana ye. Wo ni pabone. Abna me pa chawo eni diem. Ghana for ye tia mo na to mo se. Oh na no din 50 years. Oh ye tia mo na to mo se. Aban dada na otwa mu no. Wo nye ni pabone ni sade opposition opponent no eklemu so mo ye ni pabone. Enhyehyɛ ye pa ye di bu akwan mu. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na nyuma pa o ye no. Ho akade na ekoso sesei. But it's quite unfortunate. Sakwa ko di baby because abai fufuro na ye de wo. Obi sam ya de meka ho. So mo nye say omo ho ta omo na ya ma dollar na ba fom. Now you ask Kweku say, and their input apart from the year can gold reserve asama o claim na for the gold akomu de wo tia o fe me beto submission wo.
Enti afie na say Jennifer so awie dia na e wo say Kweku Boahen a ono na ye bema a okom ho no e ka say hey maame yesterday onso yesterday na men kasa ebusia yewra Kweku Boahen enso so akasa
sister Cedis no de aba e be bafo minu anu mo amowo dollars be bregu dem a e bi yira mo hu no munyi ska no pie
ewo bi
na mon kwosesa
oni bi akoso e no wona was $200 oni bi akoso $100 asaba fia what yenye dollar asaba no
e wo won chen no a wo fi se wo de agu dem nti no unyi mabonte no enye kakra na osika no emfa so ni so o dollar na gu dem no emfa so ni so yen chihye ya o mampani John Daman mama ne nditi de agu ho ne se gold wa na wasa asiase na India fo betoko yetu na India fo betoko na dollars na omo de ko yetu na China fo yi omo tu no makoton na omo de tika na gu omo kuru ana etikesi awi adwedwo mama manifesto de chi emu se o de gold board beba na ye gold ra yetu no wasa ase so ha no enya so mfaso e benya ne se ye beto ye nia ye beto gold no ye to gold ni wie de Cedis na beto na yakwa akoton no amanone ye koton no amanone a ni age dollars no ne de ba be gu o man no enti dollars ni ba be gu o man na dollar no adot wo memu a dollar ni dot so no okope bi ato a obenye bi ato enti okope bi ato na wonye bi ato no na dollar ne so te they say dollar na be gumwa to the extent say obi a ope bi akodi dwa bi a no onya bi enti te first no a yenu no di dwa yi anopo be so de so okope dollar no okwa eti bi ni ho na niema nso be report etete okokotua enso obekọ no onye sika enkonkotua ana onya dollar ne bi enkonkotua na ne ho kire no na di mortgage che no be nei obo opono na dollar da bu every say ya tunya akoton gold bosomi mienu ewe ya nimu ama o man na sika bibiri yenu na people for omo cafe omo gold reserve no any Ghana ho sa gold reserve na edikogu England na da so go ene ya reserve se wo ho a buy no fan in senka se de be ya embofunu hu so with gold bi da ho na se ye ma usika ye wo sampa wantumi antue sika kwa wo gold bi wo ho a ye betumi de atue eno egu England eno aba bia wo bi wo ba gold ya ye kan wasem no eye gold a aban no de o man ni sika toto a wo kwa akoton no amanode na waje dollars no di aba a first no ankora etoto gold no a no de afa ha no akoton no ja dollar no abuchiri individual bia tumi to gold o memu ha yenje te o memu ha ye wo ye gold no a obi abetuo no no asa atoto no de kwa abuchiri aban nya so mfaso ye nsu asai ya sa asai sika no to ebenya sika firi mu no na ankora broni bi afachiri no akoton ana minia sami jamfi brand here na to ano otumi aye dwumaden amasa age se nyina tumi akoto ne ya me no kasai ya toto gold wo mem ha ye de wo man de sika da toto Cedis ni akwa akoton no abuchiri ne nya dollars eno na me ye sika bibiri ende dollar na ba be bu wo mem ha ye nua mo brand here no ba wa nyina o mudiga no o mo ha hen ha
NPP's communications director Yewra Richard Ahiagba enso so at Metro TV ya na say na mo de na mo ye o UTV ho no nsema na mo keka no se Cedis appreciate na eno na enye no na hu hia o enye no ai Ghana enye na ye hwehwe sesi ana de ye hwehwe sesi ano eye say
this whole celebration of exchange rate being the Cedis strengthening is actually toward an import dependent economy. You understand? When right now, one of the biggest problems between the US and China is largely because China manipulates its currency. That's the claim against China by the US, that China manipulates its currency to make it weak so that its exports to America are cheaper. So what is our strategy? If as a government, your idea is 24-hour economy, a weak currency is actually better for you so you can drive export. They recently formed the Accelerated Export Board or something, right, which is part of their 120 social contract. What is that board supposed to do? If you have a strong city, your import will be expensive. So then what is the policy alignment there? What are they celebrating? If your goal is to drive export and your currency is strengthening, UK, the reason their currency has been strong forever is because they are import dependent. And that's a matter of policy. So it's cheaper for them to import than to export. So they import vastly everything they consume. Now, so you need jobs for your people. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you promised you want to do 24-hour economy, which must be production-led if we think about it properly. These other skirmishes that, passport office is operating 3-4, I don't get it. That's not what you promised. Because if all these young people must get job, it must be productive. The enterprise must add value. It must create value and wealth. So you cannot say that DVLA is doing this and so that's 24 hours. That's a non-starter. But we are looking for the 24-hour economy, which is production-led. Where is that one? And so when your currency becomes strong, you are weakening your position. You can't do that. So this whole thing we are celebrating and jumping up and down, what is the long-term picture? What are they trying to achieve? You understand? So apart from the fact that everything they are celebrating is on the basis of what's done. And I'm saying that whilst we want them to be successful in claiming some of these things, I want to see a growth-led policy that, if not yielding results now, would yield result. Because what Ghana needs now is not celebration of a strengthening city.
Okay.
We need sustainably to get employment for our people.
Okay.
Say, Cedis na appreciate they are saying that we should give the glory to the past government and this yamfa aye ne nkamfo and munyame nyina ema NPP because omunyuma pa omudi gu akwan mu ntia. What about doom so na ekoso no madwe na mechi o meni matempa che minimum doom so na ekoso no so no adenti na ene monka se eye NPP fo ena che se yamfa sobo no emu omuna monka se eye NDC fo na minority akoye meeting akokotena se aye conference say Minister of Energy emfa timetable doom so timetable ebra ebuza as I said ye see your politics or Ghana has say no to maybe now they compare and maybe so there it seems that we are joking obi apenso no bibi ikoswa we should give the glory to the past government but and then maybe wo ho a enkoye se see no a and not the aban we say na ebuza feel free na share wadwen e comment section na bia me ka say we are not here to do politics yen ka emma we anase yen ka emma we empanyin say twene enimu eda ho a ye monchen enti no also feel free na share wadwen na we are moden say we be share amanu abinsa etumi aka aha eye AJ gossips me dey e dey AJ background